Listen, Monk Mode Gang, you know what's going on. Listen, we're going to talk about why you don't need to be good in the bedroom and why all dudes who want to be good in the bedroom, like the alpha male, are what you call people pleasers. Yeah, they're called people pleasers. They're brainwashed by this American agenda, this American brainwash. You guys have been dating and playing a dating game. So you have to be good in the bedroom because she's been smashed before you. At the end of the day, you got to understand, it doesn't matter the size or the motion in the ocean. Those are for freaks. I repeat, those are for freaks. AKA everybody in a dating game. They've been smashed and stepped on before you. You got to understand, listen, all the women who care about the bedroom, is he good in bed? Listen, those are what you call freaks. They've been hit by so many dudes, so now they can tell you if you're good in the bedroom. Listen, I'm here to tell you, if a woman really loves you, all she really want to do is be around you. I repeat, if a woman really loves you, all she want to do is just be around you. It doesn't matter about the bedroom. At the end of the day, you got to understand, stop being a people pleaser. If you want to be a people pleaser, you're going to turn into RoboCop. Let me get a sip of water. I gotta get some agua. Those are what you call people pleasers. At the end of the day, they're trying to please a woman that's not their wife. The only woman that you should try to please or worry about that stuff when it comes to that is your wife. Not a girlfriend, no, your wife. If you are not married and you're trying to please her in the bedroom, you are what you call a people pleaser. And I'm here to let you know, if it matters to her about bedroom skills, she was gonna leave you anyways. I keep telling dudes, American women, they care about new D. It doesn't matter about how good the D was. That's not gonna keep her. At the end of the day, only the vitamin D is gonna keep her. Multiple vitamin Ds are gonna keep her. She, just like guys are marrying the cat or in relationships with the cat, women are also in relationships with the vitamin D. I repeat, in the Western countries, women are also in relationships with the vitamin D. At the end of the day, listen, save all of your vitality, save all of your energy, save your touches, your senses, your smells, all that kissing on the cat, save that, and all the massages, save that for your wife. At the end of the day, it should be no reason when you get a future wife, you gotta take Hims. I don't even think they're gonna have that in a third world country. I don't even think they're gonna have that in Thailand. And if they have that in Thailand, I'm not gonna need it. I'm not gonna need that in the Philippines at the end of the day, because I retain my seed for 7 to 10 years. A lot of semen retention gurus love to say, yeah, I've been on this journey for 3 years. No, you haven't. You've been relapsing for 3 years. I hate when semen retention people be saying that. Yeah, I've been on this journey for 3 years. No, you haven't. You're on day 200. That is not 3 years. You've been relapsing in a 3-year span. That's not on the journey for 3 years. No, on a journey for 3 years is how long you've been since you haven't relapsed. If it's been 3 years and you still ain't relapsed in 3 whole years, and you on 1,000 some days, then you've been on a journey 3 years. They love to say, yeah, I've been on this journey. I learned a lot from 5 years on this journey. You've been relapsing for 5 years straight on a journey. You're only on day 30. Stop the cat. Listen, I'm going to come to YouTube with a blue Bass Pro hat every time I got to talk about these dudes, because they all blue cap. They all cap. At the end of the day, they got to pop Blue Chew because they were a people pleaser. Blue Chew is for people pleasers. They got to worry about pleasing a woman. If you destroy lust, you don't have to worry about pleasing a woman. This is how you know a woman really loves you. In America, they don't love you. They care about the bedroom. Listen, at the end of the day, if you saved all that vitality and saved all that seed for your future wife, you gonna go crazy in that bedroom. At the end of the day, we not worried about lasting. We making babies after babies after babies after babies. That's why we gotta retain for 7 to 10 years and go on a generational run. for the family. I do YouTube for my future family and my future wife. So when we over there in Thailand and the Philippines, we gonna live in luxury. We not gonna live in a lower income. No, we living in luxury the entire time. We could go out to eat 7 times a day, 5 times a day. Listen, we could order the chefs, all that stuff. Ferraris pulling up. Listen, I really want a fleet of 35 Corvette ZR1Xs and C8s each. At the end of the day, listen, my daughters and my sons can get any Corvette they want. I repeat, my daughters and sons, future sons, can get whatever Corvette they want on command. Dad, I want a white Corvette. No, Dad, you know you bought me the white Corvette last week? I actually want, for my birthday, a pink Corvette, Dad. Yes, daughter, you can get the pink Corvette. At the end of the day, because I saved all of my energy, at the end of the day, these dudes are trying to be the best she's ever had. They acting like John Legend. At the end of the day, they acting like John Legend and they not a legend. At the end of the day, they acting like John Legend and it's not their wife. Why are you trying to please a woman who is not your wife? Are you marrying her? No, you're not. Did you marry her? No, you didn't. At the end of the day, you trying to please a woman that you're dating that's not gonna last. She gonna leave you anyways. Yes, she gonna leave you and finesse the hell out you anyways. At the end of the day, I keep telling dudes, stop playing this game. You gonna be the best she ever had. She gonna leave you, and then by the time you get to your future wife, you can't even perform. You can't even get it up. A lot of guys who are in marriages right now, they can't even get it up without Blue Chew, a honey pack, Don Julio. They need some type of substance to get it up. I know dudes right now who were married and they said they need a certain type of substance to get it up, because that's not the woman that they really wanted. They gotta settle because they didn't put in the work. At the end of the day, they was too busy trying to people please. And guess what happens when you try to people please? Then you gonna need Blue Chew. At the end of the day, listen, Monk Mode Gang, you know what's going on. Stop being a people pleaser. If you stop being a people pleaser, you can actually get the wife you really want. Because listen, they always tell you, you need to stay within between your race. If you white, they want you to stay with only white people. If you Asian, they want you to stay with only Asian people. You can't get no chocolate, you can't get no vanilla, you can't get no swirl, you can't get a mixed girl. Get what you really want. That's why dudes can't get it up, and that's why they need Blue Chew. At the end of the day, stop being a people pleaser. Listen, Monk Mode Gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro, I got part 2 coming on the way right after this video.